Glurp. A sound echoed as Xiao, having just used his soul power to block the magma flames, descended to the bottom of the magma world. It was as if he had entered a completely different space. He swallowed hard and involuntarily spoke in a hoarse voice. What is this? The intense heat he had just felt vanished without a trace, replaced by an overwhelming sense of stillness, as though everything had long since returned to silence. A chill immediately crept into his heart. This was a dark and eerie space, stretching endlessly. However, the magma world loomed above this space, seemingly separated by some unseen force, as if the two realms were blocked off from one another. Kid. Just as Xiao marveled at the mysterious dark space and the magma world, a roar suddenly rang out, sharper and louder than before, as though it were right next to him. This is an ancient phoenix? With the sound, Xiao gaze and soul power immediately pinpointed the source. Before him stood an enormous creature, its entire body ablaze with azure flames. The flames almost seemed to merge with the colors of the space itself, flickering like the blazing sun, never ceasing. Its feathers, vivid and luxurious, seemed to contain an aura of mysterious power, signaling its extraordinary nature. A phoenix, an ancient behemoth from the Phoenix clan, possessing the bloodline of the legendary phoenix. To think it's an ancient exotic beast, the phoenix. This creature must be a powerful member of the Phoenix clan. But why is it trapped within the Earth Spirit Tower? Could it be imprisoned by the chaotic energies of the tower? Xiao muttered in confusion. However, Xiao couldn't shake the doubt. The Phoenix clan, much like the Dragon clan, was a dominant force in the Great Thousand Worlds. How could such a creature end up here? Looking at the massive phoenix beast before him, Xiao couldn't help but wonder. But then he noticed that this ancient beast, surrounded by azure flames, appeared to be completely bound by gigantic green plants, unable to move an inch. The plants themselves were filled with sealing and suppressing powers, so strong that even Xiao, at his current level, dared not touch them. Kid, prepare to die. Seeing Xiao arrive, the ancient beast showed no hesitation. Flames of intense azure fire erupted from the crown of its head, the power of the flames resembling Xiao great heavenly seed fire, incredibly fierce and potent. With a sudden shake of its head and a flutter of its feathers, the azure flames spread again, forming an overwhelming torrent of fire that surged toward Xiao. Damn! Xiao was momentarily stunned by the beast's sudden appearance and attack. Before he could react, a trickle of blood flowed from his skin. However, the blood contained a strange aura, a mix of Dragon clan blood and the power of the Xiao clan. This blood. With the strike landing, the beast's eyes narrowed as it seemed to sense something from Xiao blood. Its expression twisted into one of fury. Not good. Xiao turned and quickly attempted to suppress the blood, but it was too late. Little trash. How can your blood carry such a fluctuation? The ancient beast's voice rang through the space like thunder, filled with rage. Dragon clan or Xiao clan? Xiao face darkened as he remained on high alert. However, a sense of confusion still lingered in his mind. The ancient beast's power was likely that of a 7-star Do Xian. Even if it was currently bound within this space, Xiao knew that trying to defeat or escape from it would be an impossible task. After all, the Phoenix clan was as powerful as the Dragon clan, an entity of immense strength within the Great Thousand Worlds. It was beyond what Xiao could handle at this moment. Die! With a snarl, the ancient beast's demeanor grew more savage. A wave of destructive energy surged through the space, easily sweeping across the entire dark realm. Immortal art? Xiao felt the energy fluctuations intensify around him. At this moment, the beast had completely harnessed the energy of the surroundings, cutting off Xiao access to the world's energy. Boom! Moments later, a small but exquisite energy form resembling a fiery phoenix slowly materialized beside the ancient beast. The energy phoenix was adorned with intricate patterns, and a powerful aura of supreme strength radiated from it. It was like the will of the heavens, a force capable of annihilating worlds, sending a shockwave of terror through Xiao heart. Looks like it's time to risk it all. Xiao Yan's eyes narrowed for the first time, his gaze deepening. He activated the dragon god's third transformation in an instant. His half-dragon arm gleamed with a brilliant Xiao mark and two holy flames, combined with the power of the great heavenly seed fire, quietly concealed themselves beneath his dragon scales. Once the fiery phoenix attacked, Xiao Yan would strike without hesitation. Phoenix feather. After a brief moment, the ancient beast that had been bound trembled as its immense power suddenly transformed into a tremendous wave, shooting directly toward Xiao Yan. The fire phoenix, small yet exquisitely beautiful, was called by the ancient beast. Its body quivered as it stepped over the dim space and descended toward Xiao Yan. Damn it! The surrounding space is sealed. Realizing the approaching deadly blow, Xiao Yan found it difficult to move. Die! The things the ancestors of the Xiao clan did to my Phoenix clan, let's collect a bit of interest from you. In the future, my Phoenix clan will surely annihilate your Xiao clan. Seeing Xiao Yan's near-death state, the ancient beast suddenly laughed, its voice filled with amusement. Humph! Fire Phoenix, do you really think that a mere bird like you can erase me, a descendant of the mighty Xiao clan? Get lost. Just as Xiao Yan's eyes turned crimson, preparing to fight with everything he had, the surrounding void suddenly shattered. A surge of overwhelming power descended, like the aura of a ruler of the heavens, sweeping across the dim space. Xiao Zifan? Weren't you imprisoned and erased deep within the Earth Spirit Tower? How can you be here? The Fire Phoenix, bound by the ancient beast, couldn't help but tremble at the sudden appearance of the shadow. Although both of them were 7-star Dosian level, their strengths were worlds apart, with the true powerhouse being the so-called Xiao Zifan. Leave. The Phoenix clan's misunderstanding will be resolved in the future, but if you persist in your obstinacy, don't blame me. Looking at the destructive Fire Phoenix rushing toward Xiao Yan, a voice filled with ancient sorrow echoed through the void, spreading gently. Suddenly, all the energy in the space grew still, and the Fire Phoenix calmed down. Moments later, it completely dissipated. Glup! With a sound, the void closed once again, and Xiao Yan's figure disappeared, leaving only the Fire Phoenix behind. Bastard! Damn Xiao clan! If it weren't for your Xiao clan in the first great heavenly war, how would my Phoenix clan have suffered such heavy losses? You will always be the eternal enemy of my Phoenix clan. As the words fell, the area returned to its previous silence, but the hatred the Fire Phoenix held for Xiao Yan was buried deep in its heart. With the attack of the Fire Phoenix in the third layer of the Earth Spirit Tower and the intervention of the mysterious powerful figure, Xiao Yan was taken deeper into the tower toward more mysterious places. In a certain vast mountain range, within a circular earth vein, there stood a man and a woman. The man was tall and imposing, his face radiating an air of invisible pride. His aura was incredibly strong, clearly a 7-star Dosian level powerhouse. Beside him was a woman, with delicate jade-like features, her slender figure exuding grace. Her waist was slender enough to be grasped with one hand, and her legs stood tall and straight. She wore a pale blue dress that fluttered in the wind, exuding an ethereal aura that left one entranced. A 5-star Dosian powerhouse, Xun'er. Zifan. What's happened to him? Wake him up quickly. After a moment, Xun'er, the graceful woman, turned to Xiao Zifan with a tender reproach, her voice soft but filled with urgency. Heh, Rower, this guy is one of our Xiao clan's descendants. There's no way he's going to fall so easily. It's likely that when my power brought him through the 4th layer seal of the Earth Spirit Tower, some strange fluctuations occurred, Xiao Zifan replied, flashing a grin, clearly fond of this graceful figure. He's a member of your Xiao clan, and yet you, as his elder, can't even treat him properly? Moreover, his aura seems to carry the scent of our lost child. As she spoke, Xun'er's beautiful eyes slowly fixed on the unconscious Xiao Yan, murmuring to herself. It is said that a mother's thread and a child's clothing, Xiao Gui was their descendant. Thus, Xun'er, as his mother, could feel the distinct aura of Xiao Gui, even after years of separation. Xiao Yan's body was filled with a strong trace of Xiao Gui's aura, which could only mean two things. Either Xiao Yan had killed Xiao Gui and devoured his aura, or their relationship was far deeper, with Xiao Gui having willingly given it. What? Is this true? In an instant, Xiao Zifin's smile froze, his expression turning heavy. It's true, Xun'er nodded solemnly. Little one, you carry the blood of the Xiao clan. Our clan's strongest warriors stand tall. I hope you won't disappoint me. Otherwise, if Xiao Yan's actions truly reached the final step, even though he carried the Xiao clan bloodline, Xiao Zifin would still completely eliminate him. Wum. As they were conversing, Xiao Yan suddenly felt his body being drawn into an unfamiliar place by an overwhelmingly powerful force, which made him show signs of waking up. Little guy, are you okay? A soft, gentle voice suddenly echoed beside Xiao Yan. Where is this? Xiao Yan struggled to open his eyes and found himself standing in a beautiful forest filled with birdsong and floral scents. He asked, where are we? This place, if you understand it, you could call it the fourth level of the Earth Spirit Tower. After a moment, Xiao Zifin spoke slowly, his voice tinged with displeasure. Thank you for your help, Xun'er. Noticing that the man had spoken, Xiao Yan quickly got up and respectfully said, if it hadn't been for the powerful figure in front of him crossing the void and using his strength to intervene when Xiao Yan was dealing with the third-level Fire Phoenix, his situation would have been dire. It's too early to thank me. I have questions for you. Answer honestly. After a while, Xiao Zifin looked at Xiao Yan with a serious expression and spoke. Please, Xun'er. Xiao Yan rose slowly, realizing that something wasn't quite right with the situation. Why do I sense ghostly energy coming from you? Xiao Zifin asked without hesitation. This is my sacred flame. Xiao Yan replied, releasing his blue ghost-faced soul flame. Wum. As the blue ghost-faced soul flame emerged, a powerful surge of energy flooded the forest. Sacred flame? Both the graceful woman, Xun'er, and Xiao Zifin were equally shocked. This is not the kind of ghostly energy, but this one. After a brief surprise, the graceful woman, Xun'er, released a chilling ghostly aura, but this was laced with a soft power that felt strangely warm. This is... Xiao Yan's pupil shrank as he exclaimed. Before entering this place, Xiao Gui had vaguely spoken to him about his parents, hinting that it had something to do with the Earth Spirit Tower. As Xiao Gui's older brother, Xiao Yan naturally wished to help resolve the issue. Xun'er. After a brief pause, Xiao Yan's own ghostly aura spread out. His gaze grew intense as he spoke. This energy was the one Xiao Gui had given him before entering the Earth Spirit Tower. According to Xiao Gui, if he encountered someone similar to his parents in strength, this strange ghostly aura would reveal everything. Whoosh. The ghostly aura on Xiao Yan's palm merged with the one on Xun'er's body. Is he okay? In the next moment, even with Xun'er's 5-star Docian strength, her beautiful eyes turned red, because at this moment, Xiao Yan had shown with his actions that he shared a deep connection with their lost descendant. His name is Xiao Gui, and he's about the same age as me. After his birth, he wandered in the ferocious soul domain, where he was not welcomed. Later, he was forced into the lower plane of In-Soul Heaven and endured cold treatment. Eventually, he was captured by several major powers who tried to break his human-ghost hybrid identity, but failed repeatedly, so he was auctioned off as a commodity. Xiao Yan spoke slowly. Thud. With a sound, the usually stern Xiao Zifin's fury erupted. Many trees in the surrounding forest shattered with the force of his clenched fist. His eyes reddened. Later, because I carry the Xiao clan bloodline, I bought him. Now, he's in the Earth Spirit Hall, and he has someone he likes. But because of the unresolved issue with his parents, he hasn't been able to face the woman he loves. His current strength is around 4-star Docian. Of course, I'm his older brother, hee. Xiao Yan couldn't help but chuckle at the end. Little guy, we really misunderstood you. In the blink of an eye, Xun'er, covering her mouth to stifle her emotions, spoke. Now that things are over, one of the reasons I came to the Earth Spirit Tower was to help Xiao Gui rescue his parents and fulfill his love and wishes. However, it seems not so simple here. Xun'er, What should we do to escape? Xiao Yan asked, looking at the two figures before him. Based on Xiao Yan's perception, this forest was actually a highly restrictive formation, and since both of their auras were at the level of 5-star Do Xian or even 7-star Do Xian, it would be extremely difficult for the ferocious soul domain to kill such powerful beings. Thus, instead of eliminating them, they were imprisoned here. Indeed, as expected from the descendants of the Xiao clan. As Xiao Yan spoke with calm composure, both Xun'er and Xiao Zifan felt a sense of relief in their hearts. Although Xiao Gui had a difficult and tragic childhood, their hearts ached as they listened to Xiao Yan recount it so casually. However, as parents, they were also helpless in that situation. If they hadn't risked everything to send Xiao Gui away back then, his fate might not have been any better. But now, with the opportunity for the family to reunite so close at hand, their spirits lightened. This is the 4th floor of the Spirit Tower, close to its core. Here, the chaotic forces are heavily suppressed by layers of sealing power. Escaping from this place is extremely difficult. Xiao Zifan's gaze slowly lifted, looking towards a patch of dark clouds in the distance outside the forest, and he murmured, "My current strength is at the peak of 7-star Do Xian, and I've tried countless methods over the years, but I still can't escape. That's because there's a powerful demon guarding this place. To escape, we must defeat it." Demon? Xiao Yan asked in confusion. However, his keen senses noticed that even someone as powerful as Xiao Zifan, at the 7-star Do Xian level, seemed wary of this so-called demon. The so-called demon is an energy entity formed from the gathering of evil forces, also at the peak of 7-star Do Xian. However, since Zifan belongs to the shadow element, fighting against it would be quite difficult for him. Xun'er's eyes filled with concern. Such a battle was beyond her ability to handle, and with her son so close, if they couldn't escape now, it might mean they'd be separated forever. I have 2 sacred flames, which can greatly restrain the demon's power. With the help of the senior's strength, escaping here shouldn't be too difficult. As Xiao Yan spoke, 2 sacred flames slowly emerged in his palms. 2 sacred flames? Upon hearing Xiao Yan, Xiao Zifan's expression turned strange. Sacred flames were among the strongest natural spirits in the Great Thousand Worlds, crucial in resisting the extraterritorial evil clan. But only one sacred flame could exist in a person. If 2 existed simultaneously, the body would explode from the immense power. This guy, is he like those elders in the clan? Xiao Zifan mumbled after a moment. Senior, what do you think? Xiao Yan asked. Kid, do you have the courage to join forces with me and fight the demon? Xiao Zifan's handsome eyes locked onto Xiao Yan's deep gaze. If we manage to leave, I'll ensure you gain a great fortune. That's exactly what I'm hoping for. Xiao Yan clapped his hands slowly and grinned. Since that's settled, let's prepare and head out immediately. Xiao Zifan smiled at Xiao Yan's readiness. By the way, Senior, when I was on the 3rd floor, the Fire Phoenix expert there seemed to harbor deep resentment towards our Xiao clan. Why is that? Could it be that the Dragon clan, the Phoenix clan, and our Xiao clan have some unresolved issues? Just before setting off, Xiao Yan decided to ask, as he was certain Xiao Zifan knew something. Since you helped us, I'll give you a bit of information. Xiao Zifan's voice lowered slightly. During the first war between the realms, when the battle reached a deadlock in the middle and late stages, many forces sought only self-preservation. But the races and factions standing at the peak of the Great Thousand Worlds were the first to face the relentless attacks of the extraterritorial evil clan. Among them, the Dragon clan and Phoenix clan suffered the most. During one of the large-scale invasions by the evil clan, both the Dragon and Phoenix clans were attacked from both sides. At that time, the 2 clans had a good relationship with our Xiao clan, so both sent out requests for help. Our Xiao clan immediately sent powerful experts to assist, splitting into 2 groups. But at the last moment, for some unknown reason, the reinforcements sent to the Phoenix clan never arrived. No one knew what happened to them, and after they left the Xiao clan, they vanished without a trace. Meanwhile, in that battle, our Xiao clan's experts helped the Dragon clan fend off the evil clan's invasion, preserving their strength for future victories. But the Phoenix clan was severely weakened, and from that point onward, The relationship between the Xiao clan and the Phoenix clan completely broke down, leading to this situation. However, I clearly remember that the Xiao clan had dispatched a lot of forces to the Phoenix clan. Yet, none of them returned, and even our highest-ranking members couldn't find a trace of them. It's very strange. Xiao Zifen frowned, recalling the events. Although the Dragon clan is currently fragmented, they remain our Xiao clan's most steadfast allies. On the other hand, after the First World War, the Phoenix clan has become our bitter enemy. Individuals like the Fire Phoenix are merely of average standing within their clan. In the future, if you encounter any powerful members of the Phoenix clan, you should stay far away, Xiao Zifen said after a brief pause. Sighing, Xiaoyan slowly nodded, realizing the truth of the matter. He couldn't help but mutter to himself, "Senior, there's one more thing I wish to ask." After a brief pause, Xiaoyan spoke again. "Go ahead." Xiao Zifen replied calmly. "Senior, I hope you won't mind me asking, but the Xiao clan's sudden disappearance from the Great Thousand Worlds, and even the vanishing of countless vassal races?" Xiaoyan asked. Despite being a peak 7-star Do Xian, he still held some influence in the Xiao clan, which is why he dared to ask. "I know about those matters, but it's not yet the right time for you to know," Xiao Zifen answered, his voice heavy. "The scope of those affairs is too vast. Knowing them would do you no good," he continued. Despite his strength as a peak 7-star Do Xian, Xiao Zifen couldn't hide the feeling of helplessness that seemed to weigh heavily on his heart, as if the reason behind the Xiao clan's disappearance was a massive burden. "It seems the road ahead will be long, but I believe that one day, I will restore the Xiao clan's glory and make those who harmed us pay a heavy price," Xiaoyan said, understanding that Xiao Zifen was only looking out for him. "Good, you have ambition." Xiao Zifen's voice became more resolute. "Although those forces are at the pinnacle of the Great Thousand Worlds, we, the Xiao clan, are still the #1 race in the Great Thousand Worlds. Even though we've fallen into decline for countless years, the camel is still larger than the horse when it dies. One day, they will pay 1,000 times the price for what they have done to us," Xiao Zifen continued passionately. "By that time, the descendants of the Xiao clan will restore our clan's glory. We will return. The next time the Xiao clan returns, it will be the time for revenge against these forces. Our clan's glory will be drenched in their blood." Looking at Xiaoyan's resolve, Xiao Zifen spoke with great passion. Suddenly, the entire forest seemed to stir with a wild, overwhelming energy that surged like an endless river. "Since you're ready, let's go." Xiao Zifen glanced over at Xiaoyan, whose aura had reached the peak of the early 4-star Do Xian, and spoke. "All right." Xiaoyan nodded slowly, rising to his feet. "This is a bit of my original power. It will give you the strength of a 6-star Do Xian for a short period, lasting only the time it takes for an incense stick to burn. But when we face the great demon, I may not be able to protect you. You'll have to protect yourself. If anything happens to you, I won't be able to explain it to the clan's elders. After all, there are fewer than 10 descendants left of the Xiao clan, and you are the last hope for the clan's revival," Xiao Zifen said, his palm glowing with a warm black energy. His expression was calm as he looked at Xiaoyan. This fragment of original power was clearly derived from Xiao Zifen's shadow-based origin. However, this power took a toll on him, as it drained his energy significantly. "Understood, Senior," Xiaoyan said gently as he took the fragment of Xiao Zifen's origin power. The terrifying fluctuation in the energy sent a shiver down his spine. After all, this power came from a peak 7-star Do Xian. "Let's go." With a final command, the three of them quickly moved through the air. In just a moment, they reached the void within the forest. Above them, a dark black cloud hung ominously, exuding an evil aura like monstrous beings crawling out of hell. "This is the so-called Great Demon?" Xiaoyan frowned as he looked at the strange hellish scene within the dark clouds, shocked. Even with his soul power, which was as strong as the late stage of the Tai Su realm, Xiaoyan felt an uneasy sensation as his gaze fell upon the depths of the black cloud. "Rower, protect Xiaoyan. Xiaoyan, feint an attack from the side. If necessary, use the 2 sacred flames to strike down this creature," Xiao Zifen instructed, still not fully at ease. Although Yu Roer's power was only at the level of a 5-star Do Xian, she possessed the ability to temporarily block the evil forces of the great demon. However, Xiao Zifan remained cautious and continued to give orders. Understood. Yu Roer's eyes flickered slightly as she nodded.
Attack!
Xiao Zifan declared. The three were ready, and the overwhelming shadow energy began to spread, filling the entire space in an instant. Ooh! As the surging shadow energy erupted from Xiao Zifan's body, flooding the entire space, the sky above darkened, resembling the depths of hell. Countless dark and evil auras crackled with terrifying lightning and thunder, spreading outward. This aura was on par with Xiao Zifan's own power. Voom! In the blink of an eye, a figure, a man made of dark, evil energy, slowly stepped out of the ominous clouds, his eyes locking onto Xiao Zifan with a sinister smile, sending out waves of chaotic energy from his body. This man, resembling a human, wore deep green clothing and had dark green skin and hair, making him seem completely out of place in this world. However, the strange aura emanating from him indicated his extraordinary strength. Russell, human, this time, you shall become the feast of my glorious banquet. As the dark green man stepped out of the clouds, his pale face distorted as a powerful and unsettling aura surrounded him, sending waves of discomfort through Xiao Zifan and the others. Green demon, let us settle all our past grudges once and for all, Xiao Zifan said, raising his broad hand slightly. Faint shadow energy pulsed from his body, but it carried with it a terrifying force that could silence the heavens themselves. Devouring demon field. With emotion, Xiao Zifan summoned the power, and the dark green man also wasted no time. His palms pressed together, and ancient, complex hand seals were formed and immediately released in front of them. The dark green man was a fusion of countless evil forces. These forces originated from malevolent beings captured and imprisoned within the Earth Spirit Tower by the ferocious soul domain's experts. Over time, their power had been slowly suppressed by the Earth Spirit Tower, but after their fall, their source power had undergone strange changes. Eventually, this led to the emergence of the dark green great demon. This being was highly intelligent, and his combat skills were extraordinary, making even Xiao Zifan wary and helpless. Boom! As the dark green great demon spoke, numerous chains of blood surged from the sky, enveloping the space entirely, even as blood clouds descended from the heavens, surrounding them in a suffocating embrace. Dark domain. Xiao Zifan's heart sank as he looked around at the hellish scene. The blood-red thundercloud chains and skeletal blood bubbles filled the air. His two sacred flames felt threatened, pouring power into him for protection. This was the first time Xiao Zifan had encountered such powerful evil beings. This guy is growing stronger and stronger. Shadow escape. Realizing that the dark green great demon had already summoned his domain, Xiao Zifan's body flickered with eerie shadow light, and in an instant, he vanished into the devouring demon field, hiding his aura. After years of battling this foe, Xiao Zifan knew that once his domain was out, he had no time to retaliate. Xiao Zifan, get out here. The dark green great demon glanced briefly at Xiao Yin and Yu Roer, but noticing their weaker powers, he was not interested in dealing with them yet. He knew that Xiao Zifan was the greatest threat. Once Xiao Zifan was dealt with, the other two would be easy to handle. Demonic sound skeleton C. As Xiao Zifan's presence faded from his senses, the dark green great demon trembled with anger. Dark green crystalline blocks fell from his body, and they exploded inside the devouring demon field. As they exploded, waves of demonic sound filled the air, corrupting the minds of everyone, while the blood sea within the domain churned like the true apocalypse. Shadow Sky Prison. Just then, a scene unfolded within the devouring demon field that made Xiao Zifan's body tremble. Suddenly, the space behind the dark green great demon shook violently, and a hand, enveloped in shadow energy, emerged. The power contained within this hand was enough to easily erase a 7-star Do Xian warrior. Swish! Just as the hand was about to strike the dark green great demon's chest, the demon suddenly smiled, and his body transformed into a puddle of blood, slowly merging into the blood sea of the devouring demon field. Xiao Zifan, realizing his attack had missed, reappeared beside Xiao Yin and Xun'er, his body radiating powerful energy to protect them. The vast devil sea surged with blood chains spreading across, and the terrifying sound of demonic music echoed as the blood sea rolled. This was probably what hell was meant to look like. In the demon-devouring field at this moment, countless blood chains were intertwined, and the raging devil sea within exuded an unparalleled terrifying aura. Each violent wave of blood crashing within the sea produced the sound of demonic music, sending shivers through the mind. The sight was awe-inspiring and terrifying. Xifen, I'm afraid this guy has figured out your moves. Seeing Xiao Xifen's attacks being dodged by the green demon, Xun'er spoke softly, her beautiful eyes focused tightly on the blood-red river below, where the green demon had already merged with it. The dark green great demon, simply called the green demon by the two of them, was a fusion of countless evil powerhouses, and naturally, it mastered countless Do skills. Over the years, Xiao Xifen had fought this entity countless times, and it seemed that the green demon had already grasped his weaknesses. Russell. Xiao Xifen, I have already figured out your attack pattern. This time, just quietly wait for hell to devour you. Ha ha ha. Suddenly, the blood sea below the three of them churned violently, waves of demonic music spreading, completely filling the demon-devouring field with a terrifying aura. Senior. Xiao Yan's face grew unusually serious at the sight. Use that power, assist me. After a brief pause, Xiao Xifen's pupils suddenly became firm. Waves of black energy began to emanate from his body, and with the amplification of this power, subtle glowing lines seemed to move beneath his refined features, as if about to break through the surface. Damn, what is this power? The blood sea churned violently but did not launch an immediate attack on Xiao Xifen, for the green demon knew that this battle would decide the winner, and one of them would surely perish, so it was cautious. Whoosh! Hearing this, Xiao Yin no longer hesitated. The shadow origin energy in his palm shattered, and an ocean of energy, as vast as the stars, filled his body, granting him the power of a 6-star Do Xian in an instant. Such overwhelming power. Combining the two sacred flames with the great heavenly seed's energy to unleash the two-colored Buddha's wrath fire lotus again. Among 6-star Do Xian, it should be invincible, Xiao Yin murmured as he felt the immense energy within. Demonic sea ant devour. Seeing Xiao Xifen radiate a brilliant black light and sensing something about to emerge from his brow, the green demon dared not delay. The blood sea surged with overwhelming evil energy, charging at Xiao Xifen with a killing intent. The sheer force was like the pressure of heaven and earth, making one's heart race. Gulyulu. Feeling the attack of a peak 7-star Do Xian up close for the first time, Xiao Yin swallowed hard, stunned. If it weren't for his temporary 6-star Do Xian power, such a pressure from the Do skill alone could easily drain him of all combat strength. Wooden Veil's heavenly blessing. At that moment, the seemingly fragile Xun'er waved her jade hands, unleashing a series of green forces filled with life energy that surrounded and protected the three of them. Buzz buzz. For a moment, a series of incredibly sturdy green trees surrounded them, resisting the assault of the blood sea. Though it delayed the green demon's attack, it wouldn't hold for long. Shadow Ruler. Kid, help me. Not long after, Xiao Xifen's pupils turned to a strange black, and he shouted fiercely. As soon as the sound left his lips, a black shadow slowly materialized in the void within the green demon's domain. It was a shadow, resembling Xiao Xifen himself, but it was merely an extension of his being. However, when this shadow appeared, Xiao Yin couldn't help but feel a jolt in his heart. The killing intent within it seemed to carry the power of a true demon. Fireheart Heavenly Rock's origin power. Xiao Yin shouted, no longer hesitating. Brilliant yellow liquid flames poured from his body's sacred flame spirit, then suddenly converged upon the Shadow Ruler. Ghost-faced Soul Flame. Moments later, the power of the ghost-faced Soul Flame followed suit and was injected into the Shadow Ruler, causing it to swell up. In the blink of an eye, it grew to a terrifying size of 100 feet, its presence utterly menacing. Sacred Flame? Impossible. Upon sensing the two flickering flames within Xiao Yan's body, the green demon, hidden within the blood sea, exclaimed in shock, "Kill!" Without giving the green demon any chance to react or catch its breath, Xiao Zifen sneered. Blood Sea Tomb. Upon realizing that the Shadow Ruler had absorbed the power of the two sacred flames, the green demon's heart grew heavy. While the sacred flame's power could not annihilate him, it was more than enough to defeat him easily. And with Xiao Zifen present, if he were injured, his downfall would be imminent. Whoosh whoosh. As his words fell, countless blood-colored bubbles in the vast blood sea began to churn violently. Then, a red tombstone, etched with countless evil symbols, emerged once more. As soon as it appeared, the atmosphere within the entire domain grew silent, as if everything had bowed in reverence. A half-evil artifact. From the extraterritorial evil clan? What a pity, Xiao Zifen remarked coldly, his power gathering once more as he observed the green demon's move. A half-evil artifact. Xiao Yan nodded slowly. He had seen the overwhelming power of evil artifacts firsthand. Blood Sea Tomb. Suppress them. Swish swish. As the blood-colored tombstone emerged, the green demon spat a mouthful of blood into the sea, causing the tombstone to come alive. It emitted a heavy aura as it pressed down on Xiao Zifen with overwhelming force. The fierce aura of death and the bloody power, combined with the evil energy from the demon-devouring field, made the strength of the Blood Sea Tomb seem like the attack of a supreme being, unresistible. Thud. The defensive shield of Xun'er shattered instantly. The three bodies were exposed to the void, and a wave of death washed over their hearts. Crack! Just as the blood-colored tombstone was about to strike the three, the Shadow Ruler intervened with ease, bypassing the attack. The Blood Sea Tomb, as powerful as a half-evil artifact, was shattered and even burned by the two sacred flames, slowly fading into nothing. How is this possible? The green demon roared in disbelief, watching in shock. It's over. Xiao Zifen murmured. Clan mark. Activate. Void slash. Execution. With the destruction of the Blood Sea Tomb, the green demon's aura weakened significantly. From between Xiao Zifen's brows, a strand of black energy trembled like the light of doom, transforming into a sharp, jagged beam of sword-like light that roared toward the green demon. Xiao clan mark. At this moment, Xiao Yan did not understand what was happening. The Xiao clan bloodline, hidden deep within him, radiated a wave of reverence. The clan mark, entirely black, resembled an eye in the center of his brow, with meticulously carved dark patterns. The power radiating from it seemed capable of exterminating the world. Xiao Zifen's first strike, made with the power of the clan mark, was overwhelming in its force and might. An attack so fearsome it could only be described as terrifying. Blood Sea Eruption. Since I cannot survive, let us perish together. As the unstoppable black, sword-shaped energy came toward him, combined with the Shadow Ruler's covert strike, the green demon roared, madness taking over. He detonated all his power, causing the blood sea to explode violently. Countless blood chains exploded as well, unleashing energy so intense it could probably destroy an entire plane of existence. The explosion of the blood sea shattered the entire domain, and with Xiao Zifen's clan mark-powered strike, this void transformed into a true hellish landscape. Boom! On the 4th floor of the Earth Spirit Tower, the space trembled violently. Waves of powerful energy surged like a tide, and in an instant, all the evil auras retreated. The mountains and trees turned to ash in the blink of an eye. At that moment, only 3 figures with very weak auras remained suspended in the air. The area, now devastated by such an explosion, had become a barren wasteland. Cough cough. Such terrifying destructive power. I must have underestimated him, Xiao Zifen said, coughing violently as he clutched his chest. Looking around at the desolate space, he continued, Senior. Xiao Yan, also weak, could barely stand. At the last moment, when Xiao Zifen used the clan mark's power, the green demon had detonated all his strength. If Xiao Zifen had not blocked most of the force, and with the Shadow Ruler's help, Xiao Yan and Xun'er had barely managed to survive, relying on their Doqi defense in the last moments of the explosion. The green demon has perished completely. As for the Xiao clan mark, I cannot help you. It lies deep within the Xiao clan bloodline. Only through experiences like life and death, or certain insights, can it be triggered. Its manifestation varies from person to person, and each Xiao clan member's clan mark power is different, Xiao Zifen weakly explained. Are you two okay? Xun'er, struggling to keep herself from falling, released her aura, which directly enveloped the two of them, easing their discomfort somewhat. We're fine. The situation here is already under control. We should leave as soon as possible. Otherwise, the fluctuations here might attract the attention of the powerful beings in the Earth Spirit Tower, Xiao Zifen said, his gaze fixed on the endless void, vigilant. However, when mentioning the powerful beings in the Earth Spirit Tower, a trace of anger spread across his face. Although he had reached the peak of 7-star Doxian and Xun'er was one of the top disciples of the Earth Spirit Tower, they were still no match for a true powerhouse, as the tower harbored 8-star Doxian experts. The gap between 7-star and 8-star Doxian seemed small, but Xiao Zifen knew well that, in his prime, he could still stand a chance. Otherwise, in his current state, meeting such an expert would be courting death. Moreover, Xiao Gui's whereabouts were already known, and as parents, they could not afford to fall in battle so easily. Boom boom. Suddenly, a tremor swept through the 4th floor of the Earth Spirit Tower, and a void energy figure slowly emerged. This energy figure took the form of an elderly man, dressed in simple green robes. His weathered hands and face, full of age, showed signs of having endured the ravages of time. Despite his frail appearance, his presence was overwhelming. The terrifying aura surrounding him quieted the violent fluctuations in the space, as if with a wave of his hand, everything here would be reduced to ashes. Grumble. Emotionwen. As the figure appeared before Xun'er's eyes, the usually stern Xun'er's brows furrowed, filled with a murderous intent. Xun'er, calm down. Our top priority is to leave here and reunite with Xiao Gui. Everything else can be dealt with later, Xiao Zifen quickly reassured her, noticing her anger. It was this old man who had secretly manipulated events in the past, causing Xiao Zifen and Xun'er's defeat. He had also imprisoned Xun'er's parents. At this moment, they were nowhere to be found. Xun'er's father, once one of the 3 sect masters of the Earth Spirit Tower, had lost his position due to the old man's underhanded schemes. Since then, without the protection of the sect master, they had been hunted down by the Earth Spirit Tower and eventually captured and imprisoned within the Earth Spirit Tower. Who is it? Xiao Yan's sharp soul power detected the presence of an unfamiliar aura and, with a cold snort, turned his gaze toward a broken piece of the void. That evil figure was actually destroyed by you? Truly a mistake. The grayish-white energy figure glanced at the desolate void, then spoke with a faint tone. Damn it, it's him. Xiao Zifen's heart sank upon recognizing the figure. It seems the great demon has fallen. Emotionwen, the elderly man, slowly spoke, his voice carrying a unique force, like the oppressive weight of the heavens, causing a sense of dread. From his words, it was clear that the so-called great demon was also his handiwork. Zifen, let's go. Xun'er's beautiful eyes shifted, and she suppressed her anger, then spoke. Hmph. 2 cowardly rats, you shall stay here for good. The elderly man waved his hand, unleashing a massive gray energy that shot toward the two of them. The overwhelming energy fluctuation meant that if it caught up to Xiao Zifen and Xun'er, they would be finished, as their auras were now weak. Boom. Just as they were in a panic, a figure wrapped in strange black light appeared behind them, and with a wave, a powerful black vortex collided with the elder's gray energy, creating a standoff that eventually calmed down. Kid, thanks. Xiao Zifen and Xun'er leaped into the air, the void shaking, and they vanished in an instant. At the same time, a black scroll quietly landed in Xiao Yan's hands. 8-star Doxian? Emotionwen, noticing his attack had been blocked, focused on the figure shrouded in black light, his expression turning serious. Old ghost, it's over. A resentful voice slowly echoed. Within the black light, Countless wailing ghosts cried out, filling the already shattered space with an indescribable aura of danger. Creak. Are you all right, little one? As the others gradually left, the figure of the devourer of souls effortlessly appeared beside Xiao Yin, his tone filled with concern. He had just used his strongest power, the early stage of 8-star Do Xian, which clearly put quite a strain on Xiao Yin. Master, I'm fine. Next, we should collect this so-called great fortune, and then we'll proceed to the most crucial step of the Earth Spirit Tower. 7 Resurrection Soul Lamp. Xiao Yin immediately swallowed several pills to restore his Do Qi, his palm tightly clutching the black scroll that Xiao Zifan had just given him.